YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Zay, and we back with another video. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all step by step exactly how to become a merchant seaman in 2026. I'm gonna break everything down as best as I can break it down and guide y'all step by step, because it's a lot of questions I'm getting and it's a lot of the same questions, so I'm gonna try to help y'all out as best as I can. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna get straight into it. First things first, you're gonna want to go to your local post office and get a passport. You can do it online, but I don't recommend doing it online because it's just a passport. It ain't nothing serious. You just go to your local post office and tell them you want to get a passport. It's gonna be about $150, and it's probably gonna come in about a month, maybe a month and like a couple weeks. So do that first. For step 2, it's gonna be your Twic, right? So you're gonna go to tsa.gov. I'm gonna screen record it. I'm gonna also put the link down below, so y'all can just tap the link and go from there, right? So you're gonna type in tsa.gov/Twic. It's gonna bring you to this screen right here. And it's gonna say Twic in big blue letters, right? I'm gonna scroll down and hit schedule appointment. I guess you can do it online. I didn't do it online. I just went to where I get my driver's license at, and I scheduled an appointment, and I went there. They took my fingerprint. Gotta bring your birth certificate and your social security card and your license, your ID. I think that's the only things you need for that. But yeah, so you'll click schedule an appointment. You'll fill all this out right here. It'll be just like basic information, your information, right? Just fill all that out. Once you're done, you'll click next and just keep clicking next until you're done with all the questions it's asking, and yeah, set your appointment up. For step 3, I don't know what else that was, but step 3 is going to be your MMC. So if you go to the school I went to, Harry Lundenberg School of Seamanship, all you need when you go to school is your passport, your Twic, your pay-gov receipt for your MMC. They're going to have you do all the paperwork there. They might ask you some questions about it, like some questions you got to have, like fill out a little question form about the MMC and the email they're going to send you. And then after that, they'll schedule your drug test and your shots. So that's all you're going to need to go to the school I went to. And you're going to pay for all that. You're going to pay $60 for the drug test. I think the MMC is $140, the Twic's $125, and the passport's like $150. If you don't go that route and you're trying to just hop on a ship as entry level, which I don't recommend, I'll tell y'all why in a little bit, but for MMC, you're going to go to this website right here. It's called dco.uscg.mil. I'll put the link in the description. But once you get to this, it's going to look like this, right? And then you're going to go to apply for a merchant mariner credential right there. Right there. You're going to tap on that. And then you'll fill out the form. Scroll down to where it says original right here. Right? And I know you got to do step 2, step 3, step 5, step 7, and step 8. But I can't really tell y'all that route because I didn't go that route, so I don't want to mislead y'all. If you know somebody that did go that route, or you can probably look it up to see exactly how to fill that out, I would do that because I don't want to lead y'all in the wrong direction. But also, if you don't go to the school, you're also going to have to get a medical certificate. And I think you pay for that too at the school. I don't know if it's like, I forgot how much it was, honestly. But I don't even remember paying for the med cert, honestly. But I'm pretty sure you do. But besides that, that's going to be step 3, get your MMC. But like I said, if you go to the school, you don't need to worry about that yet. If you go in as entry level, then that's something you're just going to have to worry about. But I didn't go that route, so I can't really lead y'all in that right direction and go in depth into it because I don't want to lead y'all in the wrong direction. Step 4. Stay with me, y'all. I'm going to put a screen recording on the screen where to go for step 4, which is apply to the school. So you're going to type in seafarers.org. You're going to go to training and careers. Then you're going to go to jobs. Then you're going to go to the Seafarers Harry Lundenberg School of Seamanship. Click on that. You're going to scroll down. It's going to say view apprenticeship program. Get that to focus. Alright, that little box. Click on that. Read all this. Make sure y'all read all this right here. All that. Read all that. Okay? Then scroll to the bottom when you're done reading. It's going to say Start Unlicensed Apprenticeship Program Application. Click on that. And it's going to say apply. right here, you're gonna create an account, right? Create your account, and then when you're done with that, I'm gonna show y'all what to do next. I'm gonna log into my account, and I'm gonna show you where to go from there. All right, so it did let me log in, right? So after I think this is after you make your account or whatever. It's gonna bring you to right here. Welcome to your dashboard or whatever, right? It's gonna tell you basically what you need. You're gonna need a headshot photo of yourself. I didn't need a personal essay, and I didn't need 2 letters of recommendation. I know some people say they needed to do something. They need to do one of them, but I didn't have to do none of that. I don't know why, but I didn't have to do it. After this, you're gonna scroll down where it says apprenticeship, right? Same page, right? Same page. This is after you make your account and you do all the steps I just told you to do. You're gonna hit complete application, right? And it's probably not gonna let me go too much farther beyond this, but I'm gonna just show y'all this is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna say whatever. What does that say? It says I'm a U.S. citizen of the United States of America. So you're gonna fill that out, or if you're not, then you're not. Fill all this information out. It's gonna ask you about your name, birthday, or your address, your city, state, zip code, mailing address, cell phone number, home phone number, email. Then you're gonna click. I'm not gonna fill all that out because that's just too much. But after that, you're gonna click next, and basically you're just gonna keep filling all the pages out, right? And then at the end, it's probably gonna say apply or complete application, right? And you're gonna get an email. I'm gonna show y'all what the email is gonna look like once you apply. After you apply, it should look just like this. It should say the admissions office at the Seafarers Heidelberg School of Seamanship received an online application from you. It's gonna say now it's your responsibility to follow through with step 2. So it does take a little while to get accepted. So like even if you don't get to little step 2 for a couple weeks or whatever, don't get discouraged because it's a lot of people applying. So that's why I say like don't wait for nothing when you start this process. Do not wait to do nothing. Like I'm telling you, if you wait, you're just gonna keep pushing the time back. You're gonna get into the school and it's already a long process, bro. So you have 30 days to complete step 1. That's when you gotta go to your junior hall, your local junior hall, and take a math and reading test. It's a simple math and reading test. You get a calculator. If you passed high school, if you graduated, you can pass this. I promise you. It's literally basic stuff. This is what's gonna look like. This is basically what the email looks like. So after that, finish step 1, right? After step 1, you're gonna wait to get an email back for step 2. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like too. Alright. So after you get your email that you applied and it says to complete step 1, you're gonna have to wait to complete step 2, right? After you get step 1 completed, then you're gonna wait to see if you get accepted or not. Everybody don't get accepted. Somebody told me they waited 3 years to get accepted or whatever. So I don't know really how that works. I can't tell you if you're gonna get accepted or if you don't get accepted. Most people get accepted. It's not like you gotta be super smart. Now this is what it's gonna look like once you got accepted. It's gonna say the school committee has reviewed your file and has accepted you to move on to step 2, right? And then after step 2 will tell you on the portal, right? It'll tell you step 1 and then it'll tell you what to do for step 2. Like on the little seafarers.org, what I showed y'all, it's gonna tell you for step 2, right? And then after that, you can start getting your physical scheduled, your shots. You gotta do your math and reading tests, or whatever. That's step 1. But step 2, it'll tell you basically everything in this is gonna be in this email. I'm not gonna go through every single step. Y'all can read this right here if y'all want to go through all that. So that's step 2, right? So after step 2, you get accepted, right? Don't wait to do nothing. Act fast, bro. I'm telling you, that's the one thing I can push out to y'all. That's the most important thing, is to act fast, bro. I didn't act fast. I'm gonna tell y'all, I applied for this school in May of 2024. I got accepted. I didn't even get accepted until September. It took me what? May, June, July, August, September. Like 4 months to get accepted, right? And I still didn't even get to school in May of 2025. That's when I got to school. It's a whole year later after I applied. That's why I'm saying it takes about a year. So that's why I'm saying you gotta get all this stuff quick. Like quick. And that's why after you get accepted, well, okay, after you do your step 1, make sure you apply. You keep calling, right? I say call at least twice a week to try to get them to speed your, like, looking at your application up or whatever, right? But once you get accepted, that's when you need to call like almost every single day, because you need to get your class date. Try as fast as possible to get your class date, because you're going to be in that school for 4 months. Like, I had to wait a year to go to school for 4 months, and you can't leave, none of that. You got to stay there. So, you know what I'm saying? You just want to get it out the way. Like, you just want to get the school out the way to get to the money. Like I said, once you get step 2 done and you read through the checklist, everything you need to do, you need to start calling them, trying to get stuff scheduled. Do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? After that, you gonna wait for your class date, really. And once you get your class date, that's when you really know you ready to go, because everything's straight. My best advice is just, you know what I'm saying, I keep saying it, but just act fast, bro. Keep getting all the documents you got to get in. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait to do nothing. Don't be like, well, I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow. I just called them yesterday. Don't matter, bro. They probably receive 200 calls a day. They're not gonna remember if it's you again. So just call the next day, call every couple of days, because you want to try to get in there as fast as possible, bro. The 5 steps you really need to, that's what you really need to get into the school or whatever, right? Like I said, there's other routes. You don't have to go to the school. Other routes would be going to the Maritime Academy, but you're going to have to come out your pocket for, which is about over probably 100K, I'm not going to lie. But the difference between that and the school that I went to is, if you go to a Maritime Academy, it's basically like college for 4 years. Some people can get it done in 3, but it's basically college for like 4 years, and you're going to go to like SUNY or Mass Maritime. It's one in Maine, in California, and I think in Texas. But like I said, that's 4 years. But the only benefit about that is you'll come out as a licensed whatever you want to be. So if you want to be deck or engine, I don't know if they do anything about steward. I don't think they do. But deck and engine, you can go to a Maritime Academy. You'll come out licensed. So you'll be a 3rd engineer or a 3rd mate, and you'll come out like that, and you'll already be above me, like making the money they make, bro. I'm trying to tell you, if I would have known about this when I first graduated high school, I would have went that route. So now that didn't go that route, that's the route I pushed for anybody that's really like younger than me. I'm 20. If you're younger than that, I recommend doing that. Oh yeah, my fault, y'all. My camera had died. So like I was saying, you could go to a Maritime Academy, right? If you decide to go to a Maritime Academy, I would only do it if you plan on this being your career, and this is what you're gonna do. Like, this is what you're gonna do, because you're gonna spend over $100,000 to go to school. I mean, it's worth it, but I mean, at the same time, you're gonna go to school for 4 years, so you ain't gonna be making no money, and you gotta have to come out of pocket. I would have did that probably if I knew about it when I graduated, but I can still do it now. But I'm just looking at it as like, okay, if I stop doing what I'm doing now, I'm stopping money coming in, and I'm putting basically the money on pause for 4 years to come out as a mate, because I'm a decky, right? I'm in the deck department. I could still become a mate the way I'm doing it. It just might take a little longer, because it's about your C days now. The way I'm doing it, it's about your C days, how many C days you got. So it's gonna take about 3 years, 4 years, maybe even 5 to do it the way I'm doing it. But it's like, okay, I'm still making money as I'm doing it, and I'm still making good money. So it's called hose piping, right? But if you don't want to be a hose piper, then I recommend going to a Maritime Academy, because you'll come out as a licensed mate or licensed engineer, and you'll be making some bank. I ain't gonna lie, 100,000, over 100,000, probably 150,000 in like 6 months. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And you're only gonna be working 75 days on, 75 days off. So that's something to also think about too. So if you're young and you know this is what you want to do, keep that in mind. This is what you want to do. Like, you ain't going to no college and paying that money and then be like, oh yeah, I'm not doing this no more. You gonna do it. So if you don't want to do that, and you still don't know how you gonna react to, you know, feeling this job out, then I wouldn't do the Maritime Academy. Like I said, the 3rd option would be going to basically like Blue Water or something, or to get your credentials, like your endorsements for your MMC. I wouldn't go to Blue Water. People say go to Blue Water. I wouldn't go to Blue Water. There's people that went to Blue Water, then came to my school and was like, don't go to Blue Water, because you're still coming out as a C card. Like, you go to Blue Water, you're still coming out as a C card. So everybody that's going through the program at the school I went to, they getting the job before you get the job. Like I said, if you wanted to do it that way, I mean, there's other maritime schools too besides Blue Water, but that's the only other one I know about besides that goes entry level. And you can get all your stuff, right? But you still come out as a C card, and you have to join a union, or you have to join a company to work for it. You know what I'm saying? And you just got it's extra stuff, and I don't really know too much about it, so I ain't gonna speak too much on it because I don't want to say nothing wrong. But yeah, I don't recommend going there. Another route besides SIU though is MSC. I don't really know too much about MSC. I know they do got a school. I don't know how long it is. If you don't want to do SIU and you don't want to go to a Maritime Academy, MSC is probably your last bet, because they do work with the military. It's Military Sea Lift Command. I know there's definitely videos out there on that. I don't really know too much about it. Another video, I'll probably go more into depth why I chose SIU over MSC, but this video is just to get y'all started. If you want to join MSC, you can look that up and, you know what I'm saying, do your little research on that. But this is for SIU. Like I was saying about the entry level though, like what people ain't really explaining to y'all, like what I'm seeing is just like they basically telling you everything I'm telling y'all to do, but they not telling y'all like you gonna be waiting for a job. Like for instance, bro, it's a lot of people from Jacksonville that become merchant seamen, right? And there's a lot of people that I know from Jacksonville that's merchant seamen. Like they went to Blue Water. Some people went to Blue Water and they still couldn't get a job, and then they came to SIU. Now they, you know, they getting their jobs or whatever. What they not telling y'all is when you go and get all your stuff and you get your MMC, your passport, your Twic, your med cert, you get everything, your shots, everything. You can do all that and you still won't be getting a job guaranteed. You can go to the union hall, pay your whatever you got to pay. I'm saying that's how you would do it. You would go to the union hall after you get all your stuff and basically just sign into the union. But you will be a C card. So you're not gonna be guaranteed a job. You're getting all that stuff, you paid all that money, and then now you're not getting no job for 8 months. Like, and it's harder to do it because if a company sees somebody who went to school and they got all their credentials and endorsements or whatever, then they gonna choose that person. They're not gonna just choose somebody that's just, you know what I'm saying, that just don't got nothing. If you don't know somebody that knows somebody, then it's hard to do it that way. All my people from Jacksonville was basically telling me like, yeah, if you don't know somebody that work at the hall, that know somebody that can get you a, you know what I'm saying, get you in there or whatever, then it's hard. You're gonna be waiting for jobs, bro, and you're gonna be sitting in the hall, and everybody that went to the school, they're gonna walk in there and try to get the same job you just tried to get, but they gonna get it. Even though you've been sitting in here for 2 months trying to get a job, they're gonna get that exact same job you was trying to get because they went to school and they're B card. That's if you join SIU. If you join another, I don't know how MSC works, and I don't know how like the other companies work, but if you SIU and you get all your stuff and you just try to join the union, you're gonna be a C card and you're gonna be waiting for months for jobs. Yeah, man, I just had to let y'all know that because a lot of people don't explain that to y'all. So I know that the schooling is a little long, you gotta wait for the process, but I mean, at the same time, if you apply for the school, you did everything you need to do for the school, you basically waiting the same amount of time as if you try to go entry level. But yeah, man, that's gonna really wrap this video up. I tried to break it down. I haven't seen nobody break it down like this on anything, TikTok, YouTube. I haven't seen nobody break it down how I'm breaking it down. So if you still got any more questions, y'all know y'all can hit me up in the comments. I can get back to everybody on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. I give y'all all the steps. It's about 6 steps. 6 main steps, 5-6 main steps that you got to do to become a merchant seaman. Probably drop a Q&A right after this. I'll probably record it tomorrow, and then I'll have a Q&A, like answer questions, and then I'll also talk a little bit more about the schooling, like SIU, what to expect back out of the sea. I did about 67 days. I was on a South America run. And yeah, I'll just go more into depth on that in my next video. It's gonna conclude this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, bro.